What's up, crypto legends? The price of Bitcoin did explode to almost $36,000 as we were having this news coming out. BlackRock preps for Bitcoin ETF launch. BlackRock is buying Bitcoin now. It has its own ticker symbol, IBTC. It seems like there is a lot of FOMO behind this, making the price have a huge pump of over $5,000 during the last 24 hours. Now, is this real? Is this a bullish breakout? Does this ABC corrective move here in an expanding flat, is it not going to happen? Is it invalidated? Let's talk about that scenario over here right away, guys. Let's talk about the bullish case, the bearish case scenario. What could happen? Is this a legit breakout? And we are heading to $40,000 and even $50,000 in the next coming weeks, guys. Make sure to stay tuned in this episode. Hi there, Andy here. Welcome back to another episode, guys. Before we continue, I want to let you know there is a Trezor hardware wallet giveaway here. You just need to smash up the like button, comment down below, and sign up with the link in the description from any of these two exchanges, the ones that I have been using now for the last few years and weeks in the case of MEXC, guys. $20,000 worth of bonus on MEXC. They have the lowest fees, and on Bybit you have the greatest bonus, $30,000 worth of bonus, guys. Those are the platforms that I am using currently. Bybit I cannot use, unfortunately, here for the last few weeks, but I'm using MEXC, which is the one that I'm doing most of my trading now. Taking a look at the scenario here for Bitcoin, is this a legit bullish breakout according to the massive news? Now, as soon as that news came out, okay, spot Bitcoin ETF is going to happen, right? IBTC is the ticker symbol for the iShares spot Bitcoin ETF. Lot of FOMO, lot of good sentiment. Is this breakout legit? Are we going to go to $40,000 and even $50,000? Of course, there is that bullish case scenario here that, the corrective move has happened here as an ABC flat already. Okay, let's go through that scenario. Let's talk about the bullish case scenario. Let's all get excited here, guys, and think about Bitcoin going to $40,000 and $50,000. The portfolio would be absolutely ripping it. So, was this it, guys? Did we have the 5 waves here to the upside? And did we create that ABC flat here during the last few months already since April? Was this it, guys? Was this it? And this is a legit breakout, of course. And we are going to go to much higher levels here in 5 waves, going to $40,000, even $50,000. Now, if this were to be the case, guys, just to see something, if we were to be in a third wave structure right now, because this is how we need to count it, right? If the price is bullish, right? We'll go through the bearish case now in just 1 second. If the price is bullish, then obviously this is the low of the second wave. And just to take a look at Fibonacci extension on the possibility of a third wave, right? Because this would have to be first wave, second wave, and third wave, right? We're breaking above the first wave high, which is this one right over here with this 5th wave. And we are going to create the third wave, right? And then the 4th and then the 5th. Now, let's talk about the possible extension of the third wave if this were not to be an ABC flat, okay? We'll go through the bearish case scenario in just 1 second. What if this is the bullish case? Let's take a look at the Fibonacci extension right over here. If we're going from the lowest point of the wave 1 to the highest point from the wave 1 here, and then going down to the lowest point of the corrective move that you could arguably discuss it, this A wave right there, okay, because this, flat did not manage to get beneath the A wave right there. So hang on a second, I've got this inverted because I want to show you the potential extension, obviously, on that ABC flat as well. So the bearish case scenario. The extension right over here, okay, 1.618, which is a common target for a third wave, guys, which is, I'm going to say it's very much possible, guys. To let you know, I don't want to be the guy that's FOMOing in right now as the price is pumping, but I'm just going to say, hey, this is possibly a third wave target right there, the 1.618, which is $50,000. Right, so it's going to be very interesting to see how the price develops in the coming weeks. That would be a possibility, guys, if this, according to Elliott wave theory, is going to be the second wave count, and this is the start of a third wave with multiple different 5 waves inside to come and reach the 1.618 here in the coming weeks, then yeah, a realistic target is $50,000, which is the 1.618 extension. It is, very much achievable for a third wave. Now let's talk about the bearish case scenario. What if this is still the scenario? We definitely extended a little bit, guys, but I want to let you know, okay, that this scenario, it is still possible. I don't want to be a perma bear here, of course. I'm looking at both scenarios and thinking, this actually could rally. But I want to let you know that there is still this scenario right over here, which is basically creating the ABC flat pattern as well, okay? So an expanded flat right there. All right, so let's zoom in here on this scenario. You might think, you're absolutely nuts. Bitcoin is bullish. Just accept it. We are traders, okay? I'm more of a scalp and a day trader. I take a look at lower time frames to take my trading decisions. But overall, on the higher time frame, I like to speculate, on both scenarios. Of course, we have the breakout of this resistance. It looks pretty bullish. There's really nice, good news out there, okay? BlackRock is even buying Bitcoin. So there's, it's, the FOMO is real, right? But we need to realize on the possible scenarios when we do take a look at Elliott wave theory. And of course, this been a FOMO by the rumor. Right now, the news is coming out. It is real. And now people are like, okay, I'm not really interested, right? Sell the news right now. That is real, right? Sometimes happens, guys. We just need to be a little bit cautious with the sentiments. I really don't mind if Bitcoin does start running up to $40,000. I did scoop up some Bitcoin at lower levels during the last few months. However, if we are bearish also, I wouldn't mind also because I'm trading the ranges, right, on the lower time frame. So, yeah, we're just talking about this, guys, right? What is the target, basically? It is the 1.382, right? So if we do take a look at the A wave here, corrective wave, to the low, right, we can see here that the extension, all right, on an expanding flat, okay, is... or you come into the 1.382, okay? That is the maximum level. Yes, we did overextend a little bit here with a pump yesterday. However, we are closing those 1 hourly candles beneath the level. Let's just arguably discuss that it is possible that, it still has a chance. Of course, if we start breaking through here in the next coming hours and couple of days, getting above $36,000 successfully, then obviously it's not going to be looking too good for the bears. I think it's going to be absolutely ripping here, okay, to the upside. And I'm just going to explain here on the Bybit chart why that $36,000 possible double top could be a good shorting opportunity, okay? We'll be talking about the long setups as well here on lower time frames, but just something to take into consideration. For the moment, yes, the bulls have a high chance here, and it looks like that, yeah, this could be a second wave right there, and we are already inside of the third wave, and the extension could take us all the way up to $50,000 in the coming weeks. Now, it's possible, right? I don't want to be the moon boy out there, but I'm going to say it's possible. So, but overall, we have the ultimate level for the bears to step in right now. The bears have their last chance for this to be any type of corrective move, right? We're talking about an expanded flat, and the only target, the max target is the 1.382. All right, it needs to stop here and start reversing. This is the only chance for the bears, because if we do break above $36,000, that is going to be game over. That is, game over for the bears, and we're going to absolutely rocket to 40K and even 50K in the next coming weeks, okay? It's just something that it's going to happen, guys. Let's just accept it. However, the bears do have a chance. Let's talk about the lower time frame scenarios. Is this going to happen, right? Is this going to happen? I'm going to explain here. I've had a clear out of the chart, old levels out of the chart, got some new levels here on the chart right over here, as you can see monthly level, weekly levels. These are basically point of controls that haven't been tapped. We've had a week inside of this area, and of course the price has left that zone, leaving that naked point of control level. Now we do have one here slightly beneath $36,000. It was a slight, front run from that level. 35,994 is a very interesting zone. Now I like this zone. If the bears want to defend the possibility of us creating that expanded flat, okay, then obviously we would want to hold this high. We would not want to, close a strong 4-hourly candle, daily candle above that level. If we start breaking through $36,000, guys, we are going up to not only $40,000, even to $50,000 in the coming weeks. I know it sounds crazy. It sounds like a moon boy, but it's very much a reality. Okay, so this is kind of the only scenario that could happen. We cannot get above successfully the 382 extension from the A wave. Okay, so what is the next scenario for a possible short? We want to be extremely cautious. Of course, we'll be talking about the levels for long positions as well. We are traders. We talk about shorts and longs. So zooming in here, that weekly naked point of control is sitting at 35,994. Now this high over here is at $35,760. There is that possibility. If we were to have here this high tested, in creating that ultimate double top scenario that could turn into an epic swing short position for the next coming weeks and months. Of course, maybe that level is not going to be hit. We've already dropped $2,000 from that high. Okay, obviously with the volatility is back, but we could pump $2,000 in a matter of hours by the looks of things. So it's a level to take into consideration, guys. Will it happen or not? It's something to pay attention. It might be an epic short position. That weekly naked point of control is just about $150 above the high here. So if we do kind of hit that level, reject, there's two short points. There is the naked point of control level, and there's also the highs from yesterday, because you might just hit that level and get rejected from it, and then obviously not even hitting that weekly naked point of control. That could get you into a possible epic short position if this were to play out, guys. Okay, if we were to play out this scenario, which is very rare, to be honest, it would be rare, but it's still possible, then that would be kind of the epic short position that you would want to get into, right? Remember, this is news coming out, FOMO, rumors, big FOMO, happening at this moment. So, there's big players out there that would be willing to sell the news, right? Buy the rumor, sell the news. Just stay cautious, right? Okay, guys, stay cautious with your trading. We need to take a look at both scenarios. Remember, guys, down below in the description, you have the link to MEXC. This is a crypto exchange that I'm using currently that has the lowest fees out there. If you are a scalper and like to get into many trades every single day, you're going to absolutely love this platform. They have the lowest fees out there. MEXC, $20,000 worth of bonus, with the link in the description. Of course, if you can trade on Bybit, check out Bybit, guys. They do have the highest bonus of $30,000. So what would be the extreme bullish case scenario looking at the price of Bitcoin? What is the strongest level? Well, right now, the strongest level here on the lower time frame would be possibly that daily open, okay? We are forming a little bit of a Gartley pattern here. You might think, Gartley pattern? You're absolutely crazy. What is that? It is a harmonic pattern. We can see here the price action, okay? We have the daily open all the way down here. We've had a nice rise to this level, and we're forming a harmonic pattern. So if we do take a look here at Fibonacci levels, all right, from this pivot high, okay, to the low to the high, right here to this low to this high, and then take a look at the 7-8 Fibonacci, it has a chance, okay, the 7-8 Fibonacci is exactly at today's daily open. Possibility of a Gartley pattern? Yes, sir. That is very much possible. Right now, we have created this low over here. Do we have the possibility in creating a local double bottom to hit the daily open, which is in confluence with the 7-8 Fibonacci that would be forming this harmonic pattern, bullish harmonic pattern, guys? Something to take into consideration. This might be the level where it actually is going to get the bounce and come back up to hit the highs here above $35,000. That would be your target zone, of course, the A point of the harmonic. Pay attention. This is only, a level to take into consideration, to wait patiently to see if it is going to be hit and get a recovery from the low and manage risk very, very well here. Of course, looking at this as a day trade, swing trade scenario, your stop loss should be beneath the X point. However, I'm going to trade this differently. I would be managing my risk much better. If we do get that local double bottom here, I would be placing my stop loss, at a much better level, okay? However, you would have to take this as a day trade, swing trade, low leverage, low capital. You are looking here for a 3-to-1 risk to reward if you're going to take this trade like this. If you are patient enough like me, waiting for a possible double bottom, that daily open is a level to take into consideration, as we could double bottom from here and we could manage risk much better. Obviously, if you do get that rise here to the 618 Fibonacci, it is a take profit one here from the pivot high to the pivot low. It's a setup that I am looking at here, guys, something to take into consideration. So manage risk very well. I'm waiting for double bottoms. I'm waiting for recoveries. I'm very much aware of the price slicing through this level, guys, okay? So it's a level for a long, but no doubt it's a level that could just slice through, okay? And we're going down to $32,000 and $31,000, right? We just need to be aware of the current volatility. So be very careful, be very patient, recognize the levels of reaction and levels of pumping, right? Where we are holding the level and getting the pump, recognizing the strength of the level, not placing long positions as we having falling knives, guys, because we're just going to get wrecked, okay, if we do that. So recognize the reaction and the recovery, guys. Not much more to be said. This is definitely a chance for a long position. Let's see the reaction at that level. We're just a few $100s away from that level, and possibly giving that rise here to come back to the highs of the zone, which would be the take profit zone. Obviously, the 618 Fibonacci from C to D point would be a take profit one. You still could create a lower high right there and crash down, but it's definitely a bouncing level here, that daily open at 33.1K. Not much more to be said, guys. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one.